Hey guys, welcome back to Cakeism. It is Bobbie and Cici today. So today we are going to be doing a Boxycharm. Whose box is better? So technically speaking, we got pretty much the exact same box. So we're gonna do something a little bit more fun and a little bit different. We are going to be comparing the BoxyLuxe to my Boxy Premium.
Yes, because Bobbie gets both of them. We thought it'd be kind of cool because Bobbie got quite a different selection of things in her Boxy Premium to kind of like pit those against each other this time instead.
So if you're interested in that, just keep watching.
And like and subscribe and ring the bell. First thing I want to talk about, I think, is the water bottle. We know what water bottles do. I loved my water bottle. It's not currently with me, but I have the box because I keep it at school right now. But I love it. Great, worth my time, worth my money. If you don't like water bottles, sucks to suck. I'm sorry if you got one. But I like it so far. It's nice because the claim on it, I believe, is it keeps cold beverages cold for 24 hours and hot for 12. And I left mine in a car, like a blazing hot car, and my water was still cold after like 3 hours of shopping, so.
That sounds fantastic.
I know, it was great. It was awesome. I love cold water on death hot days, so.
Well, I'll talk about my pillowcase. It's in here, the pillowcase and the thing. I'm not sure why I brought it because I had to take it off my pillow. But
You just brought the pillow. Just brought the
I should have brought the whole
pillow.
pillow. Well, my pillow is like a king size pillow, and this pillow sheet is a standard size pillowcase, so there's like enough room for my dog Sophia to sleep on my regular pillow when I sleep on the side part. So that was great. But the eye mask comes off in the middle of the night. So if you got it and you're wondering, like you haven't tried it out yet and you're not sure about the mask, just know that the mask doesn't stay on overnight. And I also sleep on my face, so like that is a thing.
Yeah.
But it didn't stay on my face overnight. I kept finding it on the floor next to the bed, so maybe I ripped it off in the middle of the night. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. But the band is a little bit uncomfortable, but the pillowcase is great. It feels nice to rub your face up against.
I would probably have that same problem with the eye mask because I sleep like on my stomach and slightly on my face, so I could forget about it if I was trying to use it. Next non-makeup situation are these brushes. I have 4 out of the 5. The 5th one's in a cup somewhere. I've used...
Oh, one of them went rogue. I was like, I have 3 of them, but one of them rolled off the table.
I've used all of them so far. They're okay.
Yeah, they're not amazing, but they're not bad either.
Right.
This flat eyeshadow brush, I got 2 of them instead of getting the concealer brush. So I can't say about the concealer brush, but I can say this flat eyeshadow brush does work really well. I feel like it does. I mean, as far as the standard of how I'm looking at this brush, if that makes sense, because obviously I'm not going to compare this to something like, I mean, a higher end, bougier eyeshadow
brush. Right, like
brush.
a Tom Ford eyeshadow brush or something.
I don't even have one of those, so I wouldn't even know how to compare that. But I mean, I feel like it works really well. It does the job. And the powder brush, I don't, so I feel like since it's made out of charcoal, I feel like it should be like doing more sparkly things.
Right, I don't
understand
the claims of trying to put charcoal in a brush. I know it's antibacterial is kind of why they put it in there, but I'm like, just clean your brushes.
Clean your brushes. And
then you won't have a problem. Tips.
Pro tips, right?
Pro tips, clean your shit.
Get nasty!
I will say, as far as all of these are synthetic, so I don't mind synthetic brushes, but I find if you're trying to blend out things that have like a lot of moisture to them, if you're trying to make something stay like hydrated, so if you have a really hydrated foundation, synthetic brushes are great because then they don't absorb any of that moisture like a natural hairbrush. But if you like to use really matte products, they don't work as well with them because it's not like absorbing that extra moisture so that it makes it more matte. And same with like powders, I find they don't blend powder as great, but they're not like bad. I would use them, I would continue to use them. I've been using them. But yeah, I would find that they're better for more like cream products than they are powder products. I noticed using them.
Yes, the flathead one, the little angly dude, he's great. Absolutely great for blending cream products. Let's go into skincare now.
Yeah.
So I chose this Tula Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm dude. And as far as how it works, I mean, obviously if you're using it, it looks like horrible. As far as it works, I don't feel like it's doing anything amazing. Like sometimes when you use stuff, you can feel right away like, oh my gosh, this is doing something great. and I don't feel like that. It's not as cooling as I expected it to be. Okay, so I love that it's a stick. I'm like, really? Let me just knock me in the face. I like going like right under my eyes with it. It can, you almost don't have to pat it out, but I do because it's a stick. And I love that it's a stick. But this product specifically, I don't know that it's doing anything extra than the other things that I have. I can say I do like it better than, I have an Ole Henriksen, like banana under eye cream, something.
That doesn't really do anything.
And I feel like this one's better than that one.
Yeah, the Ole Henriksen one, like, lies to you. It's like, I'm hydrating and have vitamin C because I'm yellow, but I don't actually have vitamin C.
Yeah, it's not as hydrating as, like, this one's more hydrating than that one is. So, I mean, in comparison to that, I feel like this is better, but it's, I would say standard. There's nothing amazing or great about it that jumps out. It's like, oh my gosh, I would have to repurchase that when I get it, when it goes out. Like, it just isn't.
Now, something I would never repurchase in my whole entire life, and I'm going to throw in the trash can, this garbage.
This garbage.
I'm sorry, Kylie. No, you know what? No, I'm not sorry, Kylie. This is the Kylie Skin foaming cleanser. Garbage.
I would roast you, but my mom said I'm not allowed to burn trash.
Garbage.
If you like it, great. I'm so glad. Garbage.
It is, what's a good word? It leaves a very
film.
interesting texture to your skin, and I feel like it, I can't say for sure if it broke me out because I've been under a lot of stress, but it makes me oil faster in my oily like spots on my chin and on my forehead and on the sides of my nose. I feel like they were getting so oily so quickly and like extra oily, like way oilier than usual. Like it's like pushing out more oil or something.
And I will say, I gave this a fair shot.
So did I.
Used it twice a day, every day, for like weeks since we first opened it.
For a couple weeks, I did too.
And using it with my Clarisonic, without my Clarisonic, as a makeup remover, without, like, using it with makeup, without makeup, with all of my normal products, I switched nothing else. And it broke me out. Like, all along here. Now, if you're wondering, yes, we are all wearing masks right now. It went away once I stopped using it, and I'm still wearing a mask the same amount of time that I was wearing a mask before, so I know that this was the problem, at least for me. So, and again, let me say, I don't get acne anymore. Very rarely, usually when I'm like on lady business, is when the only time that I'll get a couple breakouts. Otherwise, I don't have acne prone skin anymore. I'm just very oily. I used to be acne prone, but I've never had an issue with something this in my whole experience since not having acne anymore. So be wary.
Right, and I do get acne down here on my chin, hormonal acne, and I don't know if that made it worse or not, but I used it for a couple of days and I felt like that film was on there. So I feel like I had to like
cleanse again.
Like I had to exfoliate to get the feeling off, and then I exfoliated to get the feeling off of it, and then I used it again and the feeling would come back. So like I said, I'm not sure if it broke me out. It might have. I just had a lot going on in my life, but the texture of it, the way it feels on my skin, it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah, it feels like soap grime, which I don't feel like is appropriate for your face.
It is not, especially for combination and oily skin. I wouldn't recommend it even for dry skin. Yeah. Actually, I think it would dry skin out really bad. It has a very like strong drying out feeling when you're putting it on.
It makes your skin feel taut, tight.
Not my favorite.
So I'm throwing it in the garbage. Bobbie got a hot tip from I don't know where, I don't remember.
I saw it on a Boxycharm like for sale thing, or Boxycharm, it's like swap and sale thing on Facebook, and someone has suggested to use it as a brush cleaner. I have not done so, so I'm not entirely sure how it worked for that, like how it will work for that, but I am going to try it.
I am terrified though, because if it leaves a film on your face, I can imagine it leaves a film on your brush.
Might be leaving a
little funk. If you didn't like this for your face, maybe try it out on like a brush you got on sale, not on your nice ones.
Right, don't try it on your Tom Ford brush.
Yeah.
No, none of those.
Okay, but anyway. Garbage. I'll move on to my last skincare item. I've used this twice. I really like it. Bobbie also has this. Her thoughts are also she really liked it.
I really, really like it.
So it's the Pure Heals Propolis, I don't know. 80 sleeping mask. It's nice. It smells nice. It smells very like spicy. If you like spicy scents, like it smells spicy, not hot, but like spicy, like anise or turmeric or something.
Like nutmeggy.
Like Indian spices. Like if you think of like curry spices. I like it. Some people don't. The texture is nice. It's very lightweight, but still feels extremely hydrating. And again, used it twice, but my face felt really hydrated when I woke up in the morning.
It feels like water when you put it on. So when she's like, it's very lightweight, it really feels like water. But the best part out of all of it is I've been out in the sun a lot. Okay, I am sunburned everywhere. I have a mask covering my sunburn right now, but I am really sunburned. And it doesn't hurt my sunburn. And a lot of times moisturizers, when I get sunburned, will not feel the greatest. And so I'm very picky with my moisturizers. That's why I like them really thick and really moisturizing and really creamy, because those ones usually don't have that owie. And I am always in the sun, okay? I'm always in the sun. I'm gonna be a wrinkly old bag. I can't not be in the sun. And that feels wonderful on it. It even felt almost cooling, felt almost cooling on my skin. It was really great. I feel like when I woke up in the morning, my face wasn't as red, didn't hurt as bad. My shoulders are still dying right now. They are so owie. Yeah. I feel like I like it enough that I would probably purchase it.
Depends on how expensive it is. I don't know. We can insert a price maybe.
It's K-Beauty. It can't be that bad.
Hopefully. I hope.
I'm hoping. Here's hoping. This one is from the premium box that I got, and it is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. And I also love this. I love the texture of it. I love the smell of it. It doesn't actually have a really like fragrant smell or anything.
It doesn't smell like an avocado if you're wondering.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does have the texture of an avocado in my opinion though. But when you put it on your face, it feels like, okay, this is gonna sound bad. It feels like, if you've ever touched coconut oil, like dry coconut oil, not dry, but like
not
hard
liquid.
Coconut oil, it like has like almost like a break, like when you squeeze it, it kind of feels like it's breaking apart, like chunking apart. It's kind of like that until you warm it up, and once you like rub it in between your fingers, it like gets all melty and nice, and it's really great. But it has retinol in it, so I can't use it right now because my face is sunburned.
Right.
But I do love it.
It is, I have like a baby size of it. I got it from work, and I also have their eye sleeping mask, so if you like that, you probably really like the eye one.
I probably will.
They're really awesome, but I just wanted her to throw that in here now with this, just so that you know, hey, this one works now, but if your sunburn is crap, maybe don't put this on your face.
Yeah, you can't, I would not recommend it, putting this on sunburn whatsoever. It has retinol in it, and that will really make your face mad.
Yeah, I would
really
also
mad.
not use it, like it's a sleeping mask, so if you have a retinol cream, like a serum, don't use it with that. Like don't double up your retinol, that's kind of dumb. It can hurt your face potentially.
Well, I wouldn't use it with like, if you use like the pharmacy Honey Glow as AHA or something. I wouldn't use it in any exfoliator.
Right. It's just gonna be too much.
It's gonna be a lot for your skin.
Unless you're CC and have extremely oily, like that like orange peel textured skin, I can get away with it because my skin is very resistant to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my face is hella sensitive, so I can't.
Yeah, so just be wary. Proceed with caution. We did a video on this, guy, so if you would like, we will link it somewhere for you to watch.
Right here, up in the top, or maybe it's on this side. I don't know. There's a dude somewhere.
It is our Hurley's Perfect Glow BB Cream. We're not going to go into too much detail because we have a whole dedicated video on it. So if you would like to know our final thoughts, I have the shade light, she has the shade medium, and we tried both of them out so that you can kind of see what that looks like. We have like wear test and everything on it too. So, but in short, we enjoyed it. Yes.
We both liked it.
Yes. Okay. Next for
the Luxe
box. I have tulip liners. I never used them. I'm sorry.
I did, and I like them. They are a little bit dry. So I personally prefer a creamier liner. Like the Appeal Cosmetics liners are a little creamier. I like that better. I like when you just light pressure and can put it on. I understand gel ones, like creamier ones, sometimes can move. I feel like the Appeal ones don't. These are drier. They do not move, okay? They don't. When you put them on, you do have to use a little bit more pressure than I personally like, but once you get it like warmed up, it does work better, so I would recommend.
That means I would probably like them because I like drier liners. A tip for drier liners is you can hit them with a little bit of heat from like a lighter or something, and then it'll warm it up. And then you can put it on a little bit easier, but I just didn't use them because they're not really colors that I care about, to be perfectly honest with you. Just because one's too pink and I have like 7 of this dark red in other brands, so
I actually have the red one on. You can't tell because my lip is too pink for it, but I put it around the outside to give it a little depth, which you can't tell because my lip is too pink. But they stay well. If that's like one of those things you're looking for in a lip liner, they do stay well. I did use it, so I went to a funeral recently and I wore it to the funeral and I ate there and I ate some like oilier foods and my whole lip wore off, but my lip liner was still there. So keep that in mind.
These are the Bodyography ones, by the way. I don't think I said that. Okay, last item for the Luxe is the Tarteist Pro. I kind of gave this a little bit of grief and shit when we opened it because I'm like, it's boring. It is still boring. That didn't change. It's still boring. The formula is better than I thought it was, to be perfectly honest with you.
The white in here is really nice.
Yeah, I don't want to like flash this mirror at you, but there's a white down here, you can see it. That's what she used. I've been using more of like the top row and a little bit of the bottom row. And then there's a color called Glam and Minx. There are these two shimmery middle shades in here that I've been using a lot just because those are like my cup of tea. Formula is much better than I thought, probably because we have a tester at our store that's been out for like half a year and it's dry. So I'm glad that I got this because the formula is a lot nicer than expected.
Right, I agree.
But basic, which again is fine if you're a person who just wants basic colors. Okay, and that wraps up the BoxyLuxe plus the one premium.
Right, plus the avocado mask. So in the premium box, I got a Living Proof Restore and Repair Leave-In, and this stuff is great. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I would compare it to similarly the IGK Hydrate Mistress leave-in cream. They are both really well. It doesn't leave a texture on your hands when you're all done putting it in your hair. I do feel like it tames down your ends. I use it in succession with a lot of other hydrating products because my hair is this. Fried.
Both of our hair's fried.
She's seen better days. So it actually, I feel like it got to have a really good try on my hair because someone who has more normal hair probably wouldn't get the kind of benefit that I get from having more damaged hair. But I do really like this and I would repurchase this again. So I did really, when I first opened my box, I was disappointed in getting a hair product because I can get hair products whenever I want. But I'm not disappointed anymore. So I should just stop being disappointed when I open my boxes. All right. So I also got a Nars Liquid Lip in You're No Good. It is a Power Matte Lip Pigment. Mm-hmm. And this is actually the color that I'm wearing right now. I really like it. It is a little dry.
They're liquidy as crap when you put them on too.
They are, but they're really nice for, so something that Kelly taught me is you take a little bit on there and you put it on your lip and you kind of pout it out with your finger and it's not so much product on it, so it doesn't get as dry and cracky. If you layer it and layer it and layer it and layer it, it gets a little funk. Right. So just so you're aware with this one, but I do really like this formula. It does stay for a very long time. Yes. It does not come off very easily.
They are meant to be almost like a hybrid between a liquid lipstick and a stain, I think is their idea.
Yeah, it's nice.
I hate that color just because it's not for me, but they have, if you're not a bright colored person, they have a lot of nudes. They have a bunch of colors actually. They even have like a really dark purple. So there's a lot of variation in the color. It doesn't have to be bright pink.
Right, and I received mine obviously from Boxycharm, and the other one I received from Boxycharm, so they're both more bright colors. Mm-hmm. I like it. So the next thing that we're gonna talk about is this Too Faced Cocoa Contour Cocoa Infused Contouring and Highlighting Palette. So I have used this. I used it today. So what you're seeing on my face is that I think that they could be more pigmented. I personally really like a more pigmented bronzer. I mean, it's not that it doesn't work. It does, and it smells good, and the packaging is really cute. But I feel like it's just not pigmented enough. And the white, like the light color that I did under my eyes, I feel like it might be a little shimmery or has like a little bit of a reflect in it because I feel like it made me look a little bit glowy, which I love, don't get me wrong, but like not under my eyes. I don't want to be glowy under my eyes. I want to be glowy everywhere else, just matte under my eyes. So, I mean, it worked. Good. All right, so the next thing I got are more brushes because, you know, all they do is send brushes all day. Really and these are Baddington brushes, and I'm gonna let you hold this because the weight of this is in the handle.
So different.
And like the top, this part up here is so lightweight and then you can feel in the bottom.
It's like weighted.
It's like weighted down here. They feel so much more like luxurious. They don't feel like a really super duper expensive brush by any means, but they definitely feel more expensive than that. And they work really well. I prefer these two brushes to those brushes. The bristles feel really nice. They work really well. This thing works really good for blush, or you could use it for powder. This one I used for all over powder, all over my face, and this works fantastically. This is a great shape and a great size.
I will say, based off of the way that looks, those look like they might be a mix of natural and synthetic hair, or just really high quality synthetic, because they feel extremely better quality.
Yeah, they feel very nice.
So they feel nice. I've not used them, but they feel nice.
They do. And they definitely have that weight at the bottom, and every time I pick it up, I'm like, what's wrong with it?
I like weighted brushes on the bottom. I find it gives you a lot more control holding your brush when you're blending, because you're not just like flicking it everywhere, because there is no like weight to the handle. It gives that like almost more luxurious, like easy to hold, easy to balance feel.
Yeah, I like everything she said. She's the boss. I'm like, this is just really nice.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need is, yep, this feels good.
This feels good, let's do it. All right, so the very last thing that I have for my Boxy Premium is the Grace and Stella face mask. It says anti-wrinkle and energizing face mask. I can read.
Is it just like one gigantic sheet?
It is 6. This thing comes with 6.
Oh. That's a really large box.
This is awesome. I have no idea. There's still the plastic on it. I haven't even opened it yet. I haven't had any time to even mask. I've been a busy girl. And since I got this, and it says to wear the mask for 15 to 20 minutes. And so I don't have thoughts about it right now. I haven't read any reviews on it. I have no idea how it works. But
fancy.
Feel the box.
Right,
there are six masks in there, and they feel heavy. That box is heavy.
Right.
For 6 masks.
To me, I don't know what type of mask this is, but Dr. Jart makes like really weird clunky face masks that are like heavy like this, and they like feel like they're like heavy duty coming for you. But that's what this reminds me of. Is like they are coming to like you could like someone's in the face with this.
Right. Well, I'm excited to try this. I'm excited that they came in a box, because a lot of times you'll see they'll just take a couple masks and toss them in the box. And I love that this came in like a whole package.
It's like sealed.
And here's the best part, besides the fact that it's sealed, because that is the best part. It says it's like an energy drink for your face. I love this. Also, with that, just like mini plug here, Cici and I are going to be starting a fun little series where we mask and we talk to people, so it's like a talk show kind of a deal.
Yes, it's gonna be called Mask with Me. It's like almost like interviewing people, but like very casually. We're gonna have a different setup. We're not gonna be here. We're gonna be on my couch, and it's gonna be real cute. And if you're looking forward to that, you should like and tell us maybe if you have like any questions or any suggestions on people we can have. I know you don't know our friends, but you could give us suggestions on what you would like to see.
What types of people.
Yeah.
And also, we will try to do some that are makeup based, but I'm just gonna let you know they're not all gonna be makeup based. Some of them might be K-pop-y. Some of them might be just like asking questions. Like people who do YouTube know cameras and photography and lighting and stuff like that. So we hope to have a whole bunch of different kinds of people to talk with.
Like I have a friend who's a nurse, so maybe she can give like
and like
cool
everyday tips about how like nurses wear makeup or how photographers do makeup for camera. So
just different cool
stuff. And we're gonna use these for that.
Yes.
That's part of the reason I haven't opened it yet.
The exciting conclusion you have all been waiting for.
That's right.
Whose box is better? Based on BoxyLuxe versus, sorry, I have a cat here. Boxy Premium.
Correct.
After actually trying some of this stuff, I thought Bobbie's box was going to be better, like her premium. I'm torn, because I like some of my stuff a lot, but I also know that I like some of this stuff too. If it would have been something that I would have been able to try out more, I probably would have been a little bit more apt for her box.
And I feel like out of all the stuff that I got in my premium box, I would use more. So I personally really like the premium box more than my BoxyLuxe, like for me, as like the stuff I got. And I did like stuff in both boxes, obviously. I just feel like I liked more of the things I got in my premium box versus my BoxyLuxe, like actually be able to use.
I forgot to talk about a thing, I don't have it here. which kind of sways my opinion. I also had a mascara that is garbage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I knew it was garbage.
I forgot about that.
And you know how garbage it is? I forgot about it and it's sitting behind my toilet because it fell and I didn't feel like going to get it. So, Bobbie is because I totally forgot about the trashy mascara.
The trashy mascara. So the Boxy Premium for the June 2020 box
It's much better.
is better.
Yes.
The variation that I got
Yeah,
versus
I don't
the
know
variations
about-
we got at BoxyLuxe are
Right.
better.
But hidden gems, my water bottle I gotta pick. And actually that eyeshadow palette if you like basic colors and the mask, the sleeping mask.
Right.
Like there's some hidden really good things in there.
I agree with that.
So, but again, it's all about bang for buck and $60 of this box was trash. So, like,
Yeah.
because the mascara just didn't do anything. Like, and it got everywhere and it was wet for like 8 hours.
Yuck.
Well,
I
not
hate
my
that.
fave.
That's right. I do think for the amount of money that you spent for us, the BoxyLuxe is about $50 and the Boxy Premium is $35. And for the $35 I spent, I got
So much
way
more worth it.
better value than the $50 from the BoxyLuxe. But
Right.
I will continue to buy both because they're both a good value.
Right.
Just the premium was better.
Well, now that we are wrapped up with final thoughts, favorite product, water bottle. 100% the water bottle, because I'm stupid. I don't like the water bottles.
Rude.
Easy. Yeah, because I got what I wanted,
Okay,
and that's what
besides
I
the water
wanted.
bottle.
Okay, fine. Actually, I was very, very, very surprised by this guy. I really liked it.
Yeah, I'm also surprised by it. I'm wearing it today.
It doesn't get oily, and it still looks like natural skin, and I've enjoyed it when I wear it.
Feels
So I would say I was the most surprised, which turned out to be my favorite.
Yeah. I was most surprised by the Tarte palette because I thought it was gonna be garbage. And it wasn't
I also
garbage.
kind of thought it was going to be garbage, but it's good.
And it's not bad. It's just really basic. So I wouldn't necessarily reach for it, but it was still good. So I was most surprised by that one. Actually, out of both of these, I think that my favorite thing that I got was probably the avocado mask, unless I'm sunburned. Then it would be the honey mask. I really like masks. Sleeping masks are probably my favorite skincare item ever. So.
All right, well now you know what box was better. Please feel free to let us know what you got, what your favorite item was, what your least favorite item was, and if for some reason the Kylie Skin works for you, because I want to know.
We want to know.
And maybe I can mail you mine. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. We love you. Thank you for joining us, and we will be back with another boxy situation whenever that arrives to us this coming up month. So, alrighty.
All right, bye
Bye.
guys.
Viewers.
I hated it. Flaming hot garbage.
Flaming hot garbage.